Колеги, продовжуємо.
Colleagues, let's continue working day of Ukraine Crisis Media Center. And now I give the floor to the Colonel Andriy Lysenko, Presidential Administration spokesperson on ATO-related issues, with the actual information of what is going on the east of Ukraine and about the activity of law enforcement bodies. Andriy, the floor is yours. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I would like to present you the events of the last 24 hours in ATO area. Yesterday there was a first escalation of the military actions on the east of Ukraine. The enemy brought to the contact line few artillery artillery batteries, and made mass shootings of anti-terroristic forces shelling. The fire was opened from the enemy cannons of the caliber 122 and 152 millimeters, howitzer D30 and MCTAB units. For the last 24 hours, occupants made over 100 artillery shellings and about 370 mortar mines. The general weight of the military part of this ammunition is more than 6.5 tons. What do I mean? That to the side of our fighters, 6.5 tons went to our positions. In Lugansk direction, 4 times ceasefire was broken in Popasnansky district. It happened between 5 and 6 p.m. Occupants used mortar launchers and other weapons. Taking into consideration aggressive behavior of the militias and danger for the local population, the work of the Zolote border pass was interrupted. In Donetsk direction, combat activities are going on all the front line, but the situation is the most dangerous in Zaitsevo and Avdiivka, where military actions are going on 24 hours. Especially powerful artillery and mortar shellings are in the morning and after the sunset. Next to Lugansk village, enemy shooted ATO forces from APC. During half an hour, they made about 50 shots from the cannon 73 millimeters that was standing on this APC. In total, during the last 24 hours in Donetsk district, 47 enemy shoots happened, and every third of them was from heavy weapons. In Mariupol direction, militants shelled Ukrainian troops in Marinka, Novotroitske, and at the frontline area from Gnutovo to Shirokino. Enemy was using mortars actively. ATO forces continue holding their positions and shoot back successfully. In total, for the last 24 hours in Mariupol direction, 26 enemies shellings happened in day and in night time, and about every second of them was made from the heavy weapons. As a result of enemy's artillery shellings, the equipment of repair team was injured. This team was repairing gas pipes. That's why the works were stopped, and due to the criminal actions of the occupant, 27,000 of population of Marinka and Krasnogorivka are still sitting without gas. Also in Marinka, due to the enemy shelling, residential building was damaged. But fortunately, there are no victims. For the last 24 hours, due to the combat actions, 1 Ukrainian military died, 8 were injured. Chief Intelligence Department of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine published information about the regular losses in the ranges of so-called First Army Unit, band formation of DPR. 2 militants died and 3 were injured from so-called 5th separate F2 brigade with the place of constant dislocation in Donetsk. 1 militant died and 2 were injured from so-called 3rd separate F2 brigade located in Gorlevka. And 1 militant died and 1 was injured from so-called 9th separate assault auto regiment of the Marines located in Novazovsk. Also from this regiment, 5 people trying to desert. 1 ran away to Russia already. 2nd was stopped at the border by the Army of Russian Federation, and 3 more were detained by the locals during the attempt to steal their car. Also, according to the information of the Chief Intelligence Department of Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, in 2nd Army unit of LNR, the cases of open insubordinate conduct of the soldiers happen more often. Also, to the staff of this unit, commission from the Center of Territorial Troops came from Novocherkassk to investigate these cases. In Avdiivka, policemen recovered grenade launcher RPG-29 from local. And I would like to remind you that for the illegal weapon possession, according to the law of Ukraine, the punishment can be up to 7 years of imprisonment. All over Ukraine, there are trainings. Spring Thunderbolt 2016. In this wide training, a lot of forces are involved from different kinds of troops. The geography is very wide, and it will allow to check and to increase the mortal capabilities of the Army of Ukraine. And then the statistics of the combat actions for the March 2016. During this time, 1,549 enemy shellings and attacks happened. 39 out of them in Lugansk direction, 1,200 in Donetsk direction, and 310 in Mariupol direction. Every 4th shelling occupants make from heavy weapon using mortars of different calibers, cannons, howitzer, tanks, of firing reactive systems. That's all that I have for now, and if you have any questions or clarifications, please ask. Thank you very much, Colonel. Please name yourself.
Clarification about the one of the servicemen killed and the wounded. Why what's the reason for that? Our young guy was killed off Zaitsevo. 3 more wounded in the same area, and 5 other servicemen were wounded in near Avdiivka. We have the hottest situation there today. TV channel TT. What's going on in the checkpoints like Zolote and other in the prospects to restore the operation of those checkpoints? Prospects and the possibilities are always there. But as of yesterday, we do not have any more fresh information. But the rebels again bombarded the newly opened Zolote checkpoint. That's why our leadership decided to, for the sake of the security of the local residents, they suspended its operation temporarily, but is ready to be opened for providing the passage to the local citizens both ways. But so far, because of the threat of being bombarded, that checkpoint is closed. If there are no more questions, thank you, Colonel. This brings us to the end of our press conference, and the next press briefing will take place at 1300.